Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. I'm Yamajit, so very glad you could join me this evening for part 2 of our series of Tantric breathwork and meditation techniques. Tonight we're going to be doing a meditation called Opening the Door to Space. Let's start out with a couple of announcements. This coming Friday, we'll be doing a fire puja and satsang to the Mahavidya goddess Chinnamasta. Next Tuesday will be the first of kind of a series within a series. So we're going to feature 4 deity meditations over the next 4 weeks. We're going to be working with 4 different forms of the goddess Kali. So the first session is going to be for the reduction of fears and insecurities. The second session will be for prosperity issues and finances, also for strengthening one's sense of self-worth. The third will be for personal power, and the fourth for positive life changes. So both our Tuesdays and our Fridays are at 7 p.m. You can watch on YouTube, either live or the recorded session afterwards. And you're always welcome to join us at our temple, 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado. So tonight's meditation is a chakra cleansing and also a self-empowerment meditation. And it's designed for the benefit of oneself, but also for the benefit of all sensual beings existing on different levels. It's called Opening the Door to Space, a chakra meditation for compassion. So in this meditation, we'll be focusing on each chakra, moving energy upwards through the central channel or Sushumna. Each chakra also represents a different plane of existence for beings, both corporate and spiritual in nature, from those existing from the deepest hell to the realms of the gods. At each level, we will wish for the release of the suffering for those different beings, as well as for purifying ourselves. There will also be a portion in the meditation for us to visualize the form of the divine that we are closest to, and to enlighten ourselves with that energy. This practice is most often used as part of a Tibetan Cho practice, as a preparation for assuming the role of the chosen deity, like Vajrayogini, for example. And that's really one thing I've always found very appealing about the Tantric approach, especially in Nepali and Tibetan practices, is one is doing the sadhana or going to the temple, not just to worship the deity, but also to become the deity. So I've adapted this practice for use as a personal meditation. It was inspired by a practice described in the book, in a meditational text, The Daily Practice of Cha, the modified abbreviated practice. It was translated by Khenpo Sultram Gyantso Rinpoche, and it's also known as POA practice. And because of its Tibetan/Nepali nature, you're going to be given the opportunity to experience a somewhat different chakra system. One example, the equivalent to the root chakra that we're usually taught is at the base of the spine, is in this practice going to be located in the feet. You'll also notice there'll be some different seed mantras for each of the chakras as well, and also a different system of colors. The mantras are described as letters, but for this practice, just simply envision these what are referred to as letters as frequencies of energy, and focusing on the color will help a lot with that. One word that I'll define is the word tigle. And a tigle is a ball of energy located at each of the chakra points. We'll also be using another seed syllable, pe, to move and gather pranic energy upwards through our central channels, through our Sushumna Nadi. So at this point, I invite you to sit and make yourself comfortable. You can be seated on your mat, maybe with a cushion under your hips. A straight back chair will also work. And you can also, like so many other practices that I share with you, you can also do this lying on your back in Shavasana. So I invite you to take a moment and just find a position that works for you at this time. Adjust any props that you might need. So make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. And just prepare yourself for what I'm sure will be a very unique meditational experience. Breathing deeply with your eyes closed. Relaxing your eyes behind your closed lids. Maybe rolling the shoulders back to open the chest. As you breathe, let go of the concerns of the day, the concerns of yesterday, the concerns of tomorrow. And just bring yourself into the present moment. Opening the door to space, a chakra meditation for compassion. Our central channel is a very narrow tube running the length of the spinal cord. It is red on the inside and white on the outside. It extends from our third eye down through the secret chakra located in our lower abdomen, where it then branches off to our legs and feet. So in our left foot is a red tigle, a little ball of energy from our mother. It is a little ball of light the size of a marble. It is full of life and energy. It is full of prana. In our right foot is a white tigle from our father. And it is also a small ball of light the size of a marble. And it is also full of life energy. In the center of each of these two balls of light, these two tigles, is a black letter do. And from the black letter do is a black light which goes out to all the beings in the hells and the hell realm. The beings in this realm are consumed by their rage. They are either frozen solid in impenetrable hatred, or they're blazing with fury. Nothing can approach them. They are being tortured continually by physical tortures that begin again as soon as they end, and by a terrible regret. It is very dark here and very lonely. For each hell being, the others are only shadows, projections of their rage. The black light now gathers up all of this rage, all of this pain. And when the black light comes back, it dissolves back into the black-lettered dew. The hell realm then will dissolve with it. Suddenly, the hell beings are all released into a beautiful place that is light and bright, and they are surrounded by sweet odors, sweet breezes, and types of lovely grasses and flowers. The suffering in the hell realm that they experience is melting away, and they can finally rest. And so with our next inhalation, the black light will dissolve back into the letter dew. And the black lettered dew will dissolve into the tigles in our feet, and the door to the hell realm closes. Now the tigles in our feet are full of energy from the hell realm, and they are jumping up and down and pulsating. They want to jump up and join together in our secret place, the chakra in our lower abdomen. And when I say the mantra Pe, they will do that. Pe. Now in our secret place, in the chakra in our lower abdomen, in the area of our genitals, is a single tigle the size of a small bird's egg. It is luminous, white, with a light pink tinge, and it emanates 5 colors of rainbow light. In the center of that tigle is the yellow letter Tre, the letter of the hungry ghost realm. From the yellow letter Tre, a light goes out to all the hungry ghosts, and the hungry ghost realm appears. The hungry ghosts are always hungry, always thirsty, not only for food and water, but for love and care and nurturing. Their stomachs are very large, but their necks are tiny. And even when they are offered what they need, they can't accept it. It's dry here, desolate. There are no leaves on the trees, no grasses. And when the sun shines on the hungry ghosts, they burn. And when it's cold, it freezes. And they are so lonely because they are attached to beings in other realms who can't hear or see them. They run panicked from place to place, pursued by their hunger, their thirst, and desolate loneliness. So the yellow light now gathers up all of their panic, all of their hunger, all of their thirst, all of their desolation. And when the yellow light comes back and dissolves into the yellow letter Tre, the hungry ghost realm dissolves with it. Tre. Suddenly, the hungry ghosts are released into a beautiful place where everything they have desired is arrayed around them. And now they can accept all of these gifts. They can relax, and at last they can rest. So with the next inhalation, the yellow light dissolves into the yellow letter Tre. The yellow letter tray dissolves into the Tigle in our secret chakra, and the door to the hungry ghost realm closes. And now our Tigle is larger and brighter and more full of energy. And now it wants to jump into our navel center. And when I say the mantra pay, it will do that. Pay. Now the Tigle, our energy is in our navel center. And there is a gray letter Da, the letter of the animal realm. From the gray letter Da, a gray light goes out in all directions to the animals, and the animal realm appears. The animal realm is a very painful place. The animals have body that make their survival very difficult because their minds are also confused and dull. They can easily be captured and used as servants and slaves, and they are often killed and eaten as food by other beings. They are entirely focused on survival, and even the predators are focused on pursuing their prey, always fearing that they may starve. The lives of the animals are dominated by fear and pain and the humiliation they suffer as servants and slaves. The gray light goes out and gathers up all of their fear, all of their pain, their confusion and humiliation. And when the gray light returns and dissolves into the gray letter Da, the animal realm dissolves with it. Da. Suddenly, the animals find themselves in a beautiful place with perfect bodies and clear, alert minds. All of their suffering melts away. And with the next inhalation, the gray light dissolves into the letter Da, and the gray letter Da dissolves into the Tigle in our navel center, and the door to this realm will close. And now our Tigle is even brighter and larger than before, and even more energetic. It wants to jump now to our heart center. When I say the mantra pay, it will do that. Pay. In the Tigle in our heart center is green, and there is a green letter Nri, the letter of the human realm. From the green letter Nri, a green light goes out to all the human beings, and the human realm appears. The beings in this realm have very efficient bodies, and they're very intelligent. In fact, intelligent enough to realize that they will eventually die and to fear their own death. Though their bodies are efficient, these bodies are also fragile and prone to accidents and disease. The humans suffer terribly as they watch beings that they love suffer and as they lose everything, including their bodies, including their minds, in the fear and the pain of death. As if this were not enough pain, humans are fascinated by passion, and passion behaves itself badly. It promises great pleasure, but delivers more pain. It attaches itself to the wrong objects, or too many objects, or not enough. It is the source of jealousy, anger, and grief. The green light now gathers up all of the sources of pain, and when the green light dissolves into the letter Nri, The human realm will dissolve with it. Nri. The human beings are then released into various pure realms. And with the next inhalation, the green light will dissolve into the green letter Nri, and the green letter Nri will dissolve into the Tigle in our heart center, and the door to the human realm will close. Now the Tigle is so much larger. The power of Nri, so much more full of energy and light. And it wants to jump now to our throat center. And when I say the mantra Pe, it shall do that. Pe. And now the Tigle is in our throat center. And there is a red letter Ah, the letter of the jealous God realm. From the red letter Ah, a red light goes out to the jealous gods, and the jealous God realm appears. The beings in this realm are already in a beautiful place. Their bodies are beautiful and their minds are very sharp. However, they are miserable because they are in constant conflict with each other. They are driven by ambition. They are sure that whatever they have is not enough. They jealously eye the other jealous god's power, glory, beauty, talents, material possession, worshippers, and everything else the others have. This is like a constant state of war, with each of them plotting and strategizing against the others. Each is sure that the others are plotting against them, and they are inevitably right. This is a very lonely realm, and it's hard to extend your heart when you're in competition with everyone around you. The red light now gathers up all of this aggression and conflict. And when the red light dissolves into the red letter Ah, the jealous God realm will dissolve with it. Suddenly, the jealous gods feel their ambition melt away, and with their jealousy and paranoia, they turn to each other and discover the possibility of love and care. With the next inhalation, the red light will dissolve into the red letter Ah, and the red letter Ah will dissolve into the Tigle in the throat center, and the door of the jealous God realm will close. And now our Tigle is even larger, more luminous and lovely, and it is full of energy, and it wants to jump into our Brahma Chakra, our third eye. And when I say Pe, it will do that. Pe. In the Tigle of our Brahma Chakra is the white letter Om, the letter of the gods. From the gods in their realm, they live in the most beautiful samsaric realm of all, and they live for eons and eons, for ages and ages. Their bodies are radiant, and their minds are clear and bright. They are surrounded by every pleasure. However, they are afflicted by a very subtle form of ignorance. They are fascinated by their pleasures and the ones that they are enjoying and others that they imagine. They are completely absorbed and totally cut off from the lives and suffering of other beings. They don't want to know anything about pain, and for this reason, they have no empathy and no compassion. But at the deepest level, they are afraid. They know that eventually their radiance will dim and their bodies will start to smell and they will fall out of their high places. Their fall will be much more painful because of pleasures they have enjoyed, and none of the other gods will comfort them because the other gods can't endure any kind of suffering, even the suffering of one of their own. When the white light goes out, the gods, it is said that the light of the Buddha shines into their eyes, and they are suddenly, helplessly awake. And they can ignore the suffering of they cannot ignore the suffering of other beings anymore. And when the white light dissolves into the white letter Om, empathy and the possibility of genuine compassion is born again in their hearts. And with the next inhalation, the white light dissolves into the white letter Om. The God realm dissolves with it. And at the same time, the white letter Om dissolves into the Tigle in the Brahma Chakra of our third eye, and the door to the realm in us closes. And now all of the doors to the 6 realms in us are closed. And all the beings of the 6 realms are realized. Our Tigle is so brilliant, so luminous, so huge, and full of energy that it can't stay in our body. It wants to jump out from our Brahma Chakra to the crown of our head. And when I say pay, it shall do that, forming a white sphere of light at our crowns. Pay. 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 So now above your head, visualize that white sphere of light. And within its center, you can see the forms of the divine, the form of the divine that you are most closest to, your patron deity, your Ishtadevata. And as you breathe deeply, the power of your personal deity begins to descend back down through your central channel, where it will rest within your heart center. So breathe deeply, and as it enters your heart, allow yourself to be aware of any physical or emotional shifts that take place as the divine within is illuminated. And now that you are aware of that divine presence within yourself, I invite you to silently make a personal intention, a personal sankalpa for this week ahead. I invite you to just think of one small aspect of your life that can be brought to healing or resolution with the help of the divine. So imagine yourself taking the necessary steps and begin to visualize what that healing or resolution might look like. and affirm to yourself that you have the power to make this change happen. Jema, Jema. So I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath, letting go of the meditation, becoming aware of yourself again and your surroundings, noticing the sounds around you, the sensation of your body sitting or laying where it is, bringing yourself back. Slowly moving your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. Slowly bringing the palms of your hands at your heart center. Taking a moment to give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice tonight. Listening to our benediction. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om shanti shanti shanti. Inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me. And Jai Ma. So I hope you enjoyed that meditation. I invite you to replay the recording of this broadcast again, other times when you feel like you would like to do it. Have a wonderful night ahead. Looking forward to those changes, that positive change that will take place in this coming week. And I look forward to you joining us for our Fire Puja and Satsang Tama Chinnamasta, 7 o'clock on Friday. Till then, namaste, Jai Ma.